Hey everybody, this is Tom from Rocket Restorations, coming from you from the 2025 MCACN show, the Muscard Corvette Nationals. We're going to highlight a few of my favorite cars here from the show, and this is honestly up there with one of my favorites. Sorry the hood's cracked, but it's after hours here, and even if I could touch somebody's car, I'm not going to touch somebody else's car. So I apologize if the hood half open bothers you. I do get some underside shots here later of it with video, so if that bothers you, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. It just kind of is what it is. So this car is very special. So it's owned by Mike Ross. He's kind of famous. He started B&A Parts. He was one of the big guys importing parts. You know, one of the first guys to really, there's a lot of guys making reproduction parts, but he like really went after it. Like had a bunch of stuff in Taiwan, made up like CUDA lenses, taillights. Like he really went all out with the reproduction parts, and they were good quality too. Like there was a lot of Mopar reproduction parts out, but he really made the effort to make stuff well. You know, they were licensed, part numbered. He did a lot of that stuff, and he's known for his excellent restoration, and this is a perfect example of it. So why is this car special? So this car is factory FM3 Moulin Rouge, and as far as I know, again, somebody may be able to correct me on here, but I believe this is the only known FM3 70 Fury. This was technically not available on this car. So pink was only available on BE and A bodies. It was not technically available on C bodies. But what's weird is this is not a special order car. So normally on a color that was not regularly available, it would be a 999 paint code on the fender tag. That just meant special order paint, and it could have been pretty much anything. But this one actually has FM3. It's still a special order car, still special. It's a special paint on the fender tag, on the second tag there, but the code is actually FM3 on here, which is really interesting. Pretty basic car. It's a Fury 3. So that was there were several trim levels in 1970 on the Fury. There was the Fury 1. Those were, you know, the cheap one. Those are mostly cop cars, vinyl interior, blah, blah, blah. There was Fury 2, which was a very slight upgrade. I don't even know what the point of Fury 2 was. Fury 3 was kind of basically kind of the medium price class. So a little nicer interior, bench seat. Biggest engine you can get was a 3.3 4-barrel. You could pretty much get anything from the line. I don't think you get a slant 6 in the Fury 3, although I could be wrong about that. But it was 318, 3.3 2-barrel, 3.3 4-barrel, basically in 1970. All Furies came with a bulge hood. This one's a 383 2-barrel car. But these hoods are just awesome. So there were two different kinds. There was ones with turn signals and without. This one has the turn signals. There's actually a little arrow inside there. Really cool when they line up. Looks really, really neat. The other trim levels were, there was the Grand Coupe, which was a 2-door post car. Those were kind of cool. They actually had hideaway headlights, paisley top, but they were post. They were actually kind of a cheaper model. And then there was the Sport Fury, which is, you know, famous for Sport Fury GT, had the hideaway headlights, the 440, all that stuff. So the Fury 3 was kind of the mid-level model. They had the Argent tail panels. Sport Fury GTs were black. But what a cool car. There's multiple different types of roofs on these as well. So this is the 29, the fast top. So we call it the Innie. All the Sport Fury GTs have the Audi window, and those are generally considered more desirable. People just like them better. And here's the 23 rear window on a Sport Fury GT that goes out instead of in. Mike did an excellent job on here. He's got a reproduction window sticker in there, which we'll peek out here in a second. Interior looks really nice. Fortunately, Legendary doesn't actually make most of these seat covers, so you basically have to have the vinyl ordered from a company called SMS, who their customer service is not fantastic. I'll just leave it at that. But you have to basically custom order that stuff. Horn ring, has rear defrost on it. Just a basic AM radio. It does have AC though, so a very expensive option on that. Standard mirror. This is really a pretty basic car. I mean, the mirror wasn't that much extra cost, neither were hubcaps. We got dog dishes, standard mirror, AM radio. Basically AC was the big thing that they splashed for on here. And it had a light package too with the hood turn signals. Grill, so they exposed headlights on these. Sport Fury got the hideaways, Grand Coupe got the hideaways, and the Fury 1, 2, and 3 got the exposed taillights. But very good looking lights there. Huh. I don't know what that is on there. Like pollen or something? I'm sure he'll get that cleaned up tomorrow. There's the window sticker there. Looks like a reproduction window sticker. So sold new in Mid-Park, Chrysler, Plymouth, Cleveland, Ohio. I remember when this one showed up a few years ago. Mike ended up buying it right away. I was kind of jealous. I kind of wanted it. Also a two-tone car, which we'll go over. We go over the fender tag, but very unusual. So you can actually see the paint line right there. There isn't enough chrome to like cover that up there. That's kind of the mask line for the paint. So actually painted top and not a vinyl top, which I think is kind of interesting. So this is part of the spring special display. So they have pink cars of kind of one of each Mopar right here, different pink ones, and they have the Sassy grass cars, very cool. FJ6, obviously FM3, Moulin Rouge is Plymouth, and Panther Pink is Dodge. This one's really cool here too. It's actually a factory stripe. You're kind of thinking to yourself, there's no way they made that stripe. They actually made a chartreuse, they called it chartreuse. I don't know, I can't talk. It's basically magenta. That's what I'm gonna go with. And that was actually factory on those things. Really, really neat. So here's the underhood, looks gorgeous. Mike is very much an expert in restoration and does excellent jobs on all of his cars. Just kind of interesting, this one's a 383 two barrel. So I'm assuming that the electronic distributor advance, vacuum advance, I can't even talk right now, is kind of an interesting little piece there. The 4-barrel ones are super hard to find and they never seem to work, but you know, but it is correct. AC cars, so 26-inch radiator, 9.5 radiator. Fender tags right there. Of course, this is the most important part of the car. As far as I know, this is the only FM3 car known. I think there's another 999, but I believe it's the only actual FM3 on a Fury because it was technically not available. Here's the announcement when the new colors came out. It says 2 new special high-impact colors from 1970. And notice it says Belvedere, Barracuda, Valiant only. It does not mention Fury because technically these are not available on Fury. And here's all the color combos they use. Delete stripe codes, maybe use normally. And this was the insert that was supposed to go back in the book. So thanks to Hamtramck Historical for scanning this and having this available. But it said that that's a really cool part about this car. You know, pink was not available on a 70 Fury, and yet somehow this got it. It's still a special order car, but it should be 999, not FM3, and no one's quite sure why it's coded that way. So Fender tag codes, E61 is 383 two-row, D32 is 727 automatic, PM, man, I'm having a real hard time reading this. Boy, that pink paint just shines, it's kind of hard to read. PM, P is full-size Plymouth, M is medium, Fury 3, 29 is fastback, L is the engine code, 332 two-barrel, 0 is the year, D is Belvedere plant, 225010 is the sequence number. FM3, of course, is Moulin Rouge Pink. M4XA is medium interior bench seat with charcoal, which is standard on the Fury 3. TX9 is black upper door frame color. 323 is the scheduled production date. The K13288, that is the vehicle order number. K on the front designates special order. And you can generally find these in order. Like you find special paint cars, there's generally a pattern to them when they left the factory. EW1 is painted white top, which is very cool. VO2 is very rare on these. Most of these just had vinyl tops. Most people didn't do the two-tone unless you got the vinyl top. A01 is light package. G11 is tinted windows. H51 is AC. L31 is Fender turn signals. R11 is AM radio. VO2 is two-tone paint. V5X is vinyl side molding. Y05 is built to US specs. Y39 is special order. 26 is 26-inch radiator. And END is end of codes. Very neat. I'm going to be taking a bunch of pictures of this for reference for my car. Obviously, 383 two-barrel versus the Sport Fury GT that we've been working on, which is a 6-barrel. But a lot of stuff is the same. Like the hood turn signals, how they go, the plastic splash shield right there. We have all that stuff for the car. We just kind of ran out of time to do it here at MCACN. The heater valve for the AC looks really nice there. Very nice job. It's very, very hard to find these AC lines in good shape like this. Those had to be one of the harder parts to find in the car. It has the same booster as the car, as the one we're working on. They actually used 3 different boosters that year. I don't know if that's the right master cylinder. I'm trying to figure that out. Very neat, very detailed underneath here. Of course, black inner fenders on these, they bolt in. Let's say an NOS washer bottle. These are very, very difficult to find. Really, really clean underneath the hood. This is a very, very cool car. I'll do more on this later. This is kind of cool here. So I don't know why they did this. I think it was just a styling thing, but it's similar to the Cuda. Cuda has this too, but they actually have a rod that goes from there to the middle, because of course the latch is over there. So you unlock it, you have to unlock the latch over there. So there's actually a latch that goes over there. But this is interesting. This actually has a foil on it. This is Fury 3, and the Sport Fury GTs actually had just the tri-bar on it. So, but kind of a nice little styling touch on these, and I think it's really neat. I've always really like the side markers on these cars. I think they just look really, really neat. It's actually the same as a Barracuda. Where's the Barracuda? Oh, Barracuda's right here. See right here? I think there's some slight differences in how the light mounts, but it's basically the same side marker. Plymouth Barracuda and Plymouth Fury. So there's actually just a light over there that actually lights up, and that's just a reflector right there. Chrysler got in trouble in '69 for just having reflectors. They were supposed to be lighted, so they actually got fined by the Department of Safety, and they had to fix that in '70. It also has the vinyl side molding, which is standard on the Fury 3. It's a chrome molding with a bump strip in the middle. Honestly, it looks kind of goofy. I don't know why, it just looks kind of goofy. I don't know how I totally missed this, but they spelled order wrong. Odor. That's hilarious. Just an absolutely fantastic restoration on this car. And, you know, if you're going to do a 383 two-barrel Fury 3, you know, this is definitely a car worthy of doing. I think Mike just did this just to do it, to prove people wrong, that you should never restore a C-body. But being factory Panther Pink, I think it was worth the time, and I think it was worth the effort. And this car is a fantastic restoration and looks really, really nice. I don't think he's put too many miles on it. I think he says it's too nice, so he's too scared to drive it. But what a fantastic restoration, and great color, great car. Obviously, I have a thing for 70 Furies. This thing is just an awesome, awesome car. So, all right, well, there'll be more from 2025 MCACN in the coming days. Hopefully, everybody for watching. This is Tom with Rocker Restorations. Appreciate everybody for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.